Hi guys, so today's look I'll be using the CARLIBYBEL palette. I'm going to try to keep it really super simple. So yeah, so starting off I am going to color correct these dark circles. So the foundations I'm going to use is the Dual Nude Air, and I'm going to put 1 drop of the Cover FX, and this will just give me a little bit more coverage. Like always, I'm going to use my Maybelline concealer in the shade Light, and I'm going to put this everywhere where I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to mix it with my Urban Decay concealer as well, and this will just give me extra coverage and it gives me that really brightening look that I want. So using my beauty blender, I'm just going to buff this in and make sure this is all blended in nicely. So once I buff in all that concealer, I like to use the foundation side and just make sure there's no hard edges and just buff it all in. And to set my under eyes, I like to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder and just leave it there to bake. So for my brows, I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in the name Chocolate, and I'm just gonna draw a line at the bottom and then kind of brush it upwards. So when it goes to the inner side, I like it really light, and for my hairs to show through, just to make it look a little bit more natural. So before I put eyeshadow on, I like to prime them, and I'm using the Smashbox Primer. So here is the CARLIBYBEL palette, and I absolutely love this palette so much. The colour payoff is just absolutely awesome. And so I'm using this whitish vanilla-y shade as my eyelid colour. And then I'm going to mix those two colours and just bring this all over this kind of lid area and bring it inside my nose sort of area as well. And then with that dark colour, I'm just going to put this in my crease line, just above my crease line, and just create more depth. So I'm using my Makeup Addiction tapered brush for this, and this is a perfect shape just to get inside that crease line. Then I like to go back with a more fluffier brush just to make sure it's all nicely blended out. So for my brow bone and my inner tear duct colours, I like to put the vanilla shade down and then I put the shimmery shade on top just to make it really bright. So I'm adding some glitter to this look, and I'm using my new Stilla shadow, and this is the Magnificent Metals foil, and basically you mix it with this kind of primer thing and it goes on super intense. This stuff is absolutely amazing. I will put the information below. But yeah, so the lashes I'm using today is by Velour, and I named them JJ's Lash, and I created them on the Velour website. So using that dark mauve colour, I'm going to put this on my lash line and just bring it a little bit lower, and this will just make your eyes appear a little bit more bigger. Now for my eyeliner, I'm using this Kat Von D tattoo liner, and this creates the most awesome sharp lines ever. Then I'm using this Shade and Light contour palette by Kat Von D. So I'm mixing those two colours together and just place this at the bottom of my cheekbones, and I kind of place that line straight down and then kind of do circular motions just to make sure all those colours are mixed and kind of spread out slightly. Then I put this on my forehead as well just to make my forehead appear smaller. Then my nose, and I did do a little bit on my jawline as well. So using that darker shade, I'm going to bring that down to my cheekbone just to really make those cheekbones pop. And then I'm going to put this on the outer edges of my forehead as well, and this will just really make that forehead shrink. So yeah, I'm going to put a little bit down my nose as well. The blushes I'm using today is by Makeup Geek, and I'm using the Summer Fling Coral shade first, and then I like to put the Romance colour on top, which gives my cheeks a nice sheen to them. So the reason why I was really super sloppy doing my contouring first is because I like to clean up the lines after with my translucent powder, and this will just really sharpen up those cheekbones. Now for my favourite part, I'm mixing those two colours together and just creating the most beautiful highlighting shade. And the reason why I love this palette is because the highlighting shades are just absolutely gorgeous. And now for my lips, I'm using Soar by MAC. So now I'm using Dusty Rose by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using this just so that this colour really stays on. Then adding a little bit of gloss by NYX in Creme Brûlée. To set this, I'm using the MarioBadescu Rose Water Spray. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.